Why do symptoms appear just when we think we are doing fine? What are our body symptoms really trying to tell us? A skin breakout before an important event, or stomach pain right before a stressful meeting, or that strange fatigue even though your blood tests are perfectly fine. It's not just stress, and it's definitely not all in your head. It's a network of biological and psychological connections that science now understands better than ever. And today, I'll explain what it really means, not from a mystical or spiritual point of view, but from a scientific one, and why it's so important in longevity medicine and also in aesthetic health. Hi, I'm Dr. Talia Rossi. My mission is to help people live longer, healthier lives with vitality, balance, and the beauty that starts from within. Every day, I meet my patients who come to me for physical symptoms, but underneath there's often more: emotional tension, chronic stress, or simply a body asking to be heard. In the next videos, I'll help you learn how to decode what your body is trying to tell you, step by step. So, psychosomatic doesn't mean it's all in your mind, but it's a science that studies how emotions, thoughts, and environment affect your body and vice versa. Inside us, there's a constant dialogue between brain, gut, skin, hormones, and immune system. When you experience stress or emotional pain, your brain activates the HPA axis, the hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal glands, releasing cortisol and adrenaline. If the stress passes, your body resets. But if it becomes chronic, those signals stay on, changing the way your cells function. The gut becomes inflamed and you start to have a leaky gut. The skin reacts and becomes red. Sleep gets disrupted and you sleep many times during the night. Hormones go out of balance and you can see it in your exams or blood tests. This is the essence of longevity medicine, understanding how your life experiences become biology. People often hear it's just anxiety or you imagine it, but that's not what psychosomatic means. These symptoms are real, they simply have a complex origin. Let me give you a few examples. Recurrent gastritis might not just be a digestive issue, it could be linked to chronic activation of the stress axis. Or lower back pain with no visible lesion can be caused by fascial tension from emotional overload. Skin inflammation or rosacea often appear after prolonged psychological pressure. In each of these cases, the body isn't betraying you, it's communicating. Translating a symptom means asking, what is this pain trying to tell me? Or what truth is my body expressing that my mind is avoiding? The goal isn't to judge, it's to listen. Because when you listen, the symptom becomes a guide, not an enemy. So, longevity medicine and modern medicine increasingly embraces the biopsychosocial model, which sees health as a dynamic balance of three inseparable layers: biological, your organs, cells, mitochondria, hormones, and immune system; psychological, your emotions, mindset, stress response, and personal history; and social, your relationships, environment, sense of purpose, and connection with others. When one of these layers falls out of balance, the others react. For example, chronic stress raises cortisol, inflames the gut, disrupts the microbiome, affects nutrient absorption, and shows up on your skin. Social isolation increases inflammation and cardiovascular risk. And you can see it if you have seen my video about 14 markers of aging. I've talked about it for a while. Unprocessed trauma keeps your nervous system in fight or flight, making your body hyperreactive. It's a dance, a continuous dialogue between biology and biography. Let me share a few real examples from my clinical work. A young woman with persistent acne who only improved when she finally reduced her 12-hour workdays. Or also another woman with chronic back pain that disappeared once she learned to breathe deeply and release emotional tension. Another example is another my patient with rosacea and insomnia who found balance after restoring her circadian rhythm and stress control. In all these cases, the body wasn't wrong, it was wise. Understanding the symptoms doesn't replace traditional medicine, it enhances it by adding meaning to the mechanism. So in my field, longevity and aesthetic medicine, the skin is one of the most powerful communication organs we have. It literally mirrors what's happening inside. When we are under chronic stress, skin barrier function weakens, microcirculation changes, and inflammation increases. That's why a true rejuvenation protocol must start from within, balancing hormones and gut health, improving sleep and breathing, supporting the skin with nutrients and personalized care, and also medical treatments when necessary. So that's what we need to do in our longevity journey, understanding the emotional roots of imbalance, and just in this way we can restore cellular harmony and true lasting beauty. In the next videos, we'll explore together what each system is trying to tell us and how to restore balance through lifestyle, awareness, and targeted therapies. If you want to understand how your emotions, hormones, and longevity are connected, subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next episodes. And if you feel your body is speaking but you don't know how to listen yet, well, you can reach out to me personally. Together, we'll create a personalized path to balance, vitality, and self-connection. Remember, health isn't the absence of symptoms, it's the ability to listen, respond, and evolve. Your body isn't a problem to fix, but it's a message to understand. And if you want to learn more, you can visit my website written here in my description. See you in the next video.